So folks, we've got some very, very interesting news. My name is Richard and this is Adam from AR Detailing. I'm pointing to Adam and obviously you guys can't see that over this over the radio here podcast. Now, Adam and I have been planning something for quite some time, for probably about a year now. And as you all know, we've Adam was trained with us. He's a local business doing vehicle detailing and stuff like that. And we have been looking for the last year at coming up with a podcast, and the hardest part was actually choosing the name. And we've chucked I don't know how many different names around, but obviously we have started, as you all know, Totally Leathered, and we thought, hey, you know what? This is a great name, Totally Detailed. Brilliant name, because it obviously covers everything to do with detailing. So everything's totally detailed, whether it's outside, inside, glass, tyres, wheels, underside, boot, engine, the whole lot, the whole car, vehicle, boat, plane, bike, whatever it is, it's totally detailed, isn't it? So give us some info, Adam, about what we're going to be discussing and who we're going to be having, not who we're going to be having interviews with, because that's quite a surprise, but yeah, so it's about what sort of things we're going to be going through, talking about with Totally Detailed.
So Richard's kind of touched on the detailing side of things, but we're also going to be having a good look and a detailed look of actually running a business.
Yes.
Business, social media, and everything included in that sort of side of things, and not just how to polish a car. There is a lot more to running a detailed business than knowing how to pick up
it's not a bucket and sponge like it used to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or a chamois.
A chamois, yeah.
How you started. Yeah.
Many years ago now. But yeah, it's just a really, really good look into the detailing industry. As Richard's already kind of nearly give the hint away of who's coming on.
Yeah.
And it's just a really in-depth, detailed look of the industry.
Yeah, and I think what it is, I mean, there are obviously podcasts out there. I mean, there's some really good ones out there, and it's like some of them are really good, and then some of them are sort of like almost got tied up in like a self-promotion almost sort of thing. That's my view anyway. And I think what we need to look at is more is with our podcast is I think is what we wanted it to be, is to give people the advice, is to help them, and to show, or at least talk to them about how to do all this. So we can have people phoning into us, asking questions and offering them advice at the time, on the podcast, which is what I think is going to be a good advantage that we're going to have, so that people can call in and we can literally answer their questions on our podcast. But it's more about telling them about the types of machinery to use, the ins and outs of the business, the ups and downs, the pitfalls to miss out on, and the things to do. And it's like with the social media side of it, people don't realise it's having the correct tone of voice when you're talking on social media, and how that tone can come across. I mean, it's like I know a lot of people think I'm rather rude. It's just how I talk, because I'm dyslexic as well. What I write down doesn't always sound like it should, and it sometimes maybe sounds a bit arsey and a bit abrupt and rude. It's not. There's no intention of it ever being like that at all. I mean, as people know that get to know me personally, you'll know. But it's just how it comes across. So I'm not very good at typing and writing. It's why, when you sometimes look at things on our website and we've got spelling mistakes and stuff like that, it's never really good. It's because I've done it, and that's why we're now obviously doing something about it. But it's understanding the whole concept of the business, isn't it? It's just the social media side, it's the branding. The whole thing's got to tie in together, and there's a lot more to running. It's not just a pot of polishing a pad you're putting on a car, is it really, at the end of the day?
No, at the end of the day, that is probably the smallest factor in the whole thing.
Yes.
It's fantastic knowing how to polish a car to the highest standard, but if you can't get a customer to walk through your door, it doesn't matter. You can be the world's best detailer if you're not a good business person.
Exactly. And I think a lot of things people miss out on as well, is that they bang on all day long about, we can polish your car, we can ceramic coat your car, I can clean your wheels, I can clean your interior, I can repair your seats, I can waterproof your fabric roof. But what people don't realise is a lot of people buy from people.
Absolutely.
And I think with the business, where a lot of people get misconstrued with the whole thing, is they bang on about, I can do this, I can do that, it's 100 quid to do this, it's 300 quid to put a ceramic coating on it. But step back and actually start saying, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is who my family are, this is what I love. And it's that side of things that people want to see as well, because they are real people. They're not just into it for the money. They can see the real person, and you've got to sell yourself before you can sell your business, really, at the end of the day, is my view anyway. And I think that counts for a lot. And it's you can be the worst businessman or woman in the world, but if you're good at selling yourself, you'll have a phenomenal business, and that's people like to buy from people that they really like. And I think that's part and parcel of the battle is how you come across with the social media side of things and your advertising, and that's again, it's another big area that we're going to be talking about. We've got specialists in the industry that are going to be coming on and having interviews with us that are going to help people with that anyway, just for later podcasts anyway. But as I say, this is just our intro for Totally Detailed. The website will be coming as well. Give us time, guys. It could take a few months, but there is a website coming for Totally Detailed, and that will all be coming. The podcast will be coming shortly. We'll get this on as our first intro, and then obviously we'll start getting interviews racked up with Totally Detailed. Now, different episodes will start coming out. So that is obviously what Totally Detailed is. What else do you want to say, Adam, before we cut off our intro?
One big thing, I'm more than happy to help everyone, like Richard, I'm sure you are.
Yep, absolutely.
If anyone wants to get in touch with us, ask any questions, we can answer them on the podcast, or if you need us ASAP, just give us a call.
Yeah, and obviously with it as well, with the detailing, so we're going to be talking to all the guys from the IDA, helping the guys that are here in the UK to grow the IDA in the UK and in Europe, get that bigger, and obviously there's certain things that the IDA is going to be doing. I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to sort of say what they are at the moment until I've got permission from Craig and one or two others. But there's certain things that the IDA are going to be doing over the next sort of year or two that are quite big for the industry, that's going to help grow the awareness of the IDA in the UK and Europe as well, isn't it? So it's going to be quite phenomenal. I'm actually quite excited for the IDA, to be fair, for the future. I mean, we had our first board meeting the other day with what sectors we're members of, and that was, I think, was really, really good. I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah,
to be fair.
It's a bright future.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it definitely is a bright future. There's a lot more there. So it's not just about us arcing on about, we've done this cracking job and we've machine polished this Maserati or this Ferrari or whatever. It's offering people the help that they need to get into the industry. So if you're a newbie and you want to know how to start a detailing business, how to get into it, what tools, chemicals and everything else that you need, pick up the phone, drop us an email or whatever, speak to Adam, speak to me, Richard, speak to the guys at the IDA. We are all here to help you get your business going, get you off the ground, and work out exactly what chemicals and products you're going to need to do that, don't we?
This isn't going to be a podcast of we are selling you something. No. It's purely helping.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about my business as a name sort of thing. I mean, I'm quite happy to tell about stories and things that have helped us and grown to what we are today. And I'm sure
that's the whole idea of it, yeah. And it's having that help there. And if people, I mean, we have a live Zoom thing. So if people need help, if you actually want to get any help to understand leather and stuff like that, and we're not going to run a full training course with you. Obviously we do training courses, but if you want free help, we are there to help you. We can hook up with Zoom and do free Zoom things. And again, if Adam needs to use those facilities, again, he's more than welcome to come down here to talk to people on the Zoom, where he can talk to multiple people, where we've got multiple cameras. We can just adjust the camera slightly so we can get a wing or a bonnet or something to look at, and then we can go through and show you how to do machine polishing and stuff like that. Obviously there's nothing better than doing that in person, but at least we can show you the ins and outs of that via our Zoom channel that we've got as well, which Adam's more than welcome to use, all those sort of things. And that's what our channel is about, is helping people grow, get their business going and get things off the ground, and get you started with your business and help you progress with that and get you growing. And that's what it's all about, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Summed up quite nicely.
Sorry?
Summed up quite nicely.
Yes, and it's all there to help people. So that's it, guys. So that is Totally Detailed. So remember the name, Totally Detailed. That is coming to you very, very shortly. The podcast will be beginning. This is our intro. So episode 1 will be an interview with an anonymous person at this moment in time. And the website will be coming shortly, and the website is quite simply totallydetailed.com or totallydetailed.co.uk. So you're not going to miss it. We have those, and that is coming also shortly. So thank you very much, guys, from myself, Richard.
And myself, Adam.
At Totally Detailed. Thank you very much.